As water temperatures fall out here on the California Delta, stripers continue to be the hot ticket.
Get my good side.
What we got here, Chief? We good?
I'm good.
The big one.
Big John, you good?
Little one.
Huh?
A big bass is trying to get my look at.
Oh my God, look at him! Oh, that was awesome. Oh, let him go, let him go. Let him go, let him go. Look at you, boy. Look at you guys got donkeys on.
Just let him go, Brad. Just keep a load in it. There you go. Just keep your hand on the reel. That is awesome, dude. John, I'll get yours in a second.
Oh, no, reel.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez, that was a group of donkeys. That big, do you know what happened there? That big one got it.
Oh, you did?
That big one took it from your other fish. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. You just had one about 20 take it away from the other one. Half or 3/4 ounce rattle traps in crawdad, shad, or chartreuse patterns allow you to cover a tremendous amount of water in a short period of time while trying to locate groups of line sides on the shallow flats. A little slower on the strip, Murray. We're coming against the grain.
Yeah, see?
Nice.
Nice.
Fortune teller.
Oh, yeah, you are. Yeah, I told you I got 2 bites.
Murray, that was awesome.
I think so too.
That's a pretty nice fish you got there, Chief. For those of you that prefer to chase stripers with your fly rod, go with an 8 or 9 weight rod, an intermediate line, and a white and chartreuse clouser. That will get the job done for you. They do. They absolutely do.
I mean, these guys are like built like a brick house. And buy Sims clothing, you can look like this too. So we're gonna do something here that is dangerous. We're actually gonna ask both of them questions in a panel kind of format on catching stripers. How many of you caught stripers today out in the Delta? Half of you are lying, so the rest of you probably told the truth. Yeah, it's been tough. You lie to them or you tell them that they didn't catch big fish?
I don't, when I do seminars, I don't lie. You can't stand up here and get eye contact with people and lie to them. You can't. I'm not a politician. If I was a politician, I could. Just gotta look at the results from the other day, right? But when I do my seminars, I spill my guts. If somebody's cool enough to come to a seminar or come to the Sims function or something like that, if I'm at the ISC show, if I'm at the old school Cow Palace, if I go to a club, if somebody comes to listen to you talk, I treat them with the respect that I used to go to Rich Tauber and John Walton from Walton's Pond. If I go listen to somebody talk and tell me about fishing, lay it on me, man.
So here's the deal. The beauty of this is you guys are getting intel from today. They both just got off the water.
No, I
Did you
didn't.
have a tournament?
I did. I was here.
Lie! Lie!
I didn't fish today. It's my day off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, didn't you have a tournament going?
Yeah,
How'd it go?
It was good. It was good.
I'm gonna ask some questions here.
Awesome.
We'll see how it goes.
Johnny's back.
Back.
Hey, Johnny's back. All right.
You're the exact opposite of Bill Petty. This is a really unique opportunity here, guys. You have Guide Ambassador Mike Costello, who's caught more giant stripers on the fly than anybody I know. Bobby Barrack, our Sims Pro Team member, who's caught more giant stripers on gear than anybody I know. These two are gonna we're gonna open this up, let you guys ask some questions. I know a lot of you were out here and had good fishing out here today, it sounds like, but we're gonna be talking about big stripers. So targeting fish 15 pounds plus, what does it take to kind of get into that fish, that game? And I think what a great opportunity to have both facets of fishing under one roof talking about big stripers. So I have a few questions. We'll kind of get through this. If Belichick starts running his mouth a little bit, we'll cut him off and we'll go to something else here. All right, so first of all, we'll start with you, Mike. What is your you or your client's largest striper taking in the Delta? What's the biggest striper caught?
Okay, largest striper we ever got, March 19th, 2009. And unfortunately we weighed the fish. So that was the bad thing first, because the fish had, it was 49 inches with about a 32-inch girth. So if you do the weight on that, it should weigh about 58 pounds. We bogey gripped it at 47. I know you got a 48 too. But we're very, you gotta be competitive.
Yeah.
Right? So, what's real quick about that, real quick, unique story, fish in the North Delta, 2 days before we get 2 over 20, my client hangs up a fly in the tree on the last cast of the day, and I'm like, I can't get up there, it's a low tide. I'm like, okay. Next day I go out and fish down around Antioch. So I pick up my clients on Friday morning, and he goes, where are we going? I go, we're going to get my fly back. I got a big old rattle fly hanging up in this tree. I go, the tide's right, so we go up there, and my client goes, hey, are we gonna use that? I go, hey, fish has been looking at it all night. What do you think? He cast out, about a 10th cast of the morning, this thing just freight trains 100, 150 yards out. I gotta go down and get him, and we have a video. Luckily we got it on video. And I was a little excited, but we brought him in and, high fives to everybody. So 47 pounds.
How about you, Bobby? What's you or your client's biggest striper ever?
The biggest striper any of my clients ever caught was Mike Costello at 48 and a half. It was 49 inches long, weighed 48 and a half pounds. Just a tall fish, just a big tall fish. This is that 48-inch fish. You can catch a 48-inch fish that weighs 39 pounds. You can catch a 48-inch fish that weighs, close to 50. I mean, it's all about, how wide the shoulders are and how deep that fish is. So, but that was on a baby bass Zero spook, and that was an April fish, and it was, as a crow flies, about 2.5 miles right over in that direction right there. It was right on the low switch, and it was about 15 minutes into the low switch, which usually it takes a little bit of time to materialize. We can stand up here, we can talk about big stripers and this and that, and the number one thing with chasing big stripers is, are you built for it here? Are you built for it here? We all want to see it, we all want to watch it go down, we all want to be 8 feet away from watching it go down. That's the best seat in the house. But you got to put yourself in that position, and the only way you're going to really do that is lots and lots of time not getting bit in big fish striper situations, because that preps you for it. And you got, a lot of guys, you got your pole dancer now. Pole dancer is a major player in the big fish game. Some of the crease flies, some of the guys who've caught some really nice fish on the crease fly the last couple years with me. That pole dancer is a game changer, but you also got to be able to physically handle that, and throwing for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, and not getting bit, and staying right with it. Focus right now, especially on a day like this right here when it goes pancake flat. Our window today was 10:37 to 11:10. 10:37 to 11:10. After that, it was over. You are not going to catch a fish. We had to weigh in at 2 o'clock. We had to be back at 2 o'clock with our results. That's my window. That's it. It's over. We got no shot today at getting a fish over 10 pounds after that window was closed. We got 3 shots and then my guy jerked a topwater bait away from a fish that was in the mid-teens. We watched her try to get, anyway.
I got another question. Double check, sweep them all. All right, what type of water are you looking for when targeting giant stripers? Like what water depth, current, no current, weed line, rock walls, trees? What type of water? I'll ask you first, Bobby.
My favorite big striper depth is 20 inches to 24 inches. That's my favorite. If you're 30 pounds, if you're 40 pounds in this river system right here, if you're a great white shark on the Discovery Channel, you'll beat yourself to try and get one of those seals about that big right there. If you have to, you will use the shoreline and push stuff up against it. I got some cool stuff out on the west end that these fish will, everybody says, okay, well, a 25, 30 pound striper, he's that tall. He's 14, 15, 16 inches tall, 13 to 16 inches tall. How can that fish feed in 18 inches of water? He comes up real hard and turns sideways and pushes those squawfish and those split tails up in the dirt. They get small for a very short period of time, get what they want, and then boom, they're back in 2.5, 4 feet of water, no problem. These guys go get it shallow. And the thing is, most guys can't fish shallow because they can't do it here. You gotta fish shallow and you gotta become the water that's moving along. You gotta be the toolies that are sitting there in the sand. You gotta be that guy. Stealth is critical. Most guys, I know you watch it too. You see these guys, you watch how they're just, that guy's got no shot. That guy's got no shot. He's in 3 feet of water, he's in the right zone, but the thing is, look how sloppy his presentation is. He's